Big Cars, powering British Challenge Mixed Martial Arts throughout 2016. www.bigcars.co.uk.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have got now 4 action-packed title fights coming your way within the professional ranks. Our first professional bout of the evening. These 2 young ladies both weighed in under 115 pounds. This contest will be fought over 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing firstly, fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from the legendary Mike's Gym, Mellony Geugjes. Fighting out the red corner, representing Exile MMA, Bryony Tyrell.
It's time for the professional portion of our card here at BC MMA 16, and it's a title fight, women's strawweight action. 115 pounds, Bryony Tyrell in the black with camo and pink trim. She's taking on Mellony Geugjes from the legendary Mike's Gym in Holland.
You can see straight away Geugjes really liked standing up on the feet, trading. Although I spoke to Bryony before this fight, she's been doing a lot of work with Iman Ballo over the last few weeks, so really polishing up her tie. And let's face it, Exiles are known for their stand-up game.
There are a few gyms out there around the world, and the mention of their name just gives you that feeling in the pit of your stomach, and Mike's Gym is one of them. There's so many lethal, legendary strikers to come through those doors over the years, and let's see if Mellony Geugjes is the next in line.
I know Bryony wanted to make sure that her all-round game was together, and you know, it started on his feet. She's now working the clinch. She can secure the takedown.
Just looking for that body lock takedown from the clinch. Goes for the trip, but a great reversal there by Geugjes.
In the half guard. Bryony working to try and get into full guard, succeeds.
And those legs are already snaking up there from Tyrell.
Yeah, it's looking like she's trying to set the triangle.
Bit of rubber guard here.
Omoplata?
Could be an omoplata, gogoplata available too. Armbar, lots of options here. Goes for the wheelbarrow sweep.
And again, Bryony looking to lock up the triangle again straight away.
Geugjes has to be very careful here, Steve.
Bryony looking very calm still, not eating any punches at the moment. Mellony Geugjes trying to just defending that triangle at the moment.
And not a huge amount she can do from this position. Just trying to stack up, alleviate some of the pressure. Tyrell just adjusting that triangle though. Oh, we saw the leg shaking from Geugjes there. Obviously tensing herself out. Trying to punch her way out of the triangle now. Difficult for us to see from the commentary position just how tight this is, but it's been in a long time. And Tyrell perhaps just hanging on to this now, just to see if she can possibly get some kind of adjustment and just tighten it off a little bit.
I mean, from my plebeian, training situation, that looks tight. I don't know how she's not.
She's not got the arm across the throat. That'll really lock it off. It doesn't look to be across the throat from where we're sitting here anyway.
That's a lot of wasted edge, just like using your arms, I suppose. You keep squeezing with those legs, going to take away your movement.
And just a few small adjustments. She's got it over the edge. She's got the ankle behind the knee, which is exactly right. You don't want the toes behind the knee. It's not going to be as tight there. Really is trying to bite down on this triangle now.
Is it a case that she's going to try and transition to the mounted triangle?
Again, just tightening it up. She wants to pull the left arm over the throat or closer to that side and then pull the head down on top of that to really seal that choke off. Again, very difficult for us to see from the commentary position. We're pretty much looking at things at the same angle as the broadcast, so we don't have that alternative angle. She has gone for the armbar though. Oh, Geugjes is grimacing here. Tyrell abandoning the choke in favor of the armbar. Nice transition on the sub there.
Again, almost had it. That elbow was certainly hyperextending. But Mellony Geugjes just got no quitting her at all.
Very uncomfortable spot.
Oh, it's getting the leg across the face now. Belly down.
Goes belly down. Oh, surely that should have been enough. But again, Mellony Geugjes able to survive.
Oh, and a great knee to the body there from the side position.
But still trapped in that triangle. And there has to come a point, Steve, where we ask the question, if this triangle isn't going to work, how long is Bryony Tyrell going to hold this one down?
Well, here's and this is where the 10-8 becomes really interesting.
And she's again switching for the armbar, back to the triangle.
The majority of this round was triangle, armbar, triangle, armbar. I don't think it's enough personally for 10-8, but by the very definition of control, good round, but no quitting Mellony Geugjes. And again, she might be tired, but she's not injured, she's not hurt. She's going to come out looking to bang again at the beginning of the second.
The descriptive language used in the unified rules is domination for a 10-8 round. And it's very, very difficult. As much as we probably should make it a little bit fairer to the grappler, it's very difficult to dominate a round as a grappler. You pretty much need to be twisting a limb off or something of that nature.
Well, what's often confused me is, you get the effective striking, effective grappling. But if somebody's defending a choke, defending a takedown, is that not effective grappling in its own right?
Absolutely, to me, yes. We're a sport in our infancy still. I mean 20, 25 years in terms of having a rule set that's universally recognized. We're probably still not there, but the one we have, again, still very much in its infancy compared to other sports. I'm sure there will be amendments and additions as we grow. But that's a conversation for another day. Bryony Tyrell, Mellony Geugjes here. BC MMA 16 in Colchester. Brad Wharton and Steve Cook Abbott privileged to call the action for you this evening at Charter Hall.
Oh, Mellony Geugjes there with a very nice right hand. But Bryony with a lovely level change and secures the takedown into the closed guard of Mellony Geugjes. That's a fantastic level change. Phenomenal even. There you go, JJ.
And again, we see Tyrell trying to do some work on the mat. It's Geugjes though looking for a submission here.
It looks like Tyrell's defending the armbar this time. Looking to pass that knee now, try to get into a more dominant position. Fair play to Mellony. He's just not going to give up an easy position.
No, certainly not, and no one here to make up the numbers. I'd like to thank all our fans watching on the BC MMA YouTube stream tonight, live and free all around the world.
I'll remind 3 more title fights to come as well. I mean, 4 title fights for the main card.
Yeah, phenomenal stuff. And a good avond for any of our Dutch fighters fans watching over in the Netherlands.
Bryony now using that top position, and Mellony's transitioned again, looking for the arm.
Good defense here by Tyrell. She's gripped her own wrist to prevent, or at least try to prevent, Mellony from straightening that arm out. She's staying very heavy on top.
Very good defense and positional use there by Bryony Tyrell. This is a young lady, truly loves to compete, truly loves to fight. Again, when I spoke to her before this fight, she was as happy as Larry with the level of competition that she was able to get and the fact that she'll be fighting for her first title here at BC MMA, where she's had a very successful amateur career.
It's always good to see people coming up through the great amateur system we talked about earlier in the evening, Steve, and then making their debuts as professionals and then moving up the pro ranks. And there really are some incredible journeys and stories going on right now here in the UK. No better time to get out and support the sport, buy a ticket, and get in at the ground floor on some of these amazing careers.
Absolutely. Bryony's starting to throw with a little more intention now, looking to do some damage and not just control. Working from inside the open guard now. Good posture.
Yeah, BC MMA really committed to showcasing the up-and-coming talent. And you look at the biggest stars in the world, you look at your Michael Bispings, your Conor McGregors, they all started off on domestic shows like this.
Absolutely.
You want to see a Conor McGregor fight these days, you're looking at dropping a few £1,000s on tickets to Vegas and seats to watch the fight. Why not get yourself down to your local MMA show? For the price of a night out, see some fantastic action and some incredible up-and-coming fighters. Speaking of which, you've got two very talented young ladies in the cage right now, Bryony Tyrell and Mellony Geugjes.
Bryony continue to work. Mellony trying for those up kicks.
Yeah, if you have been with us all night, we are fighting on the pro rules now, so elbows are allowed, knees to the head allowed, heel hooks, other twisting locks.
Bryony's starting to score a little more with the ground and pound now. This round's becoming hers slowly.
Yeah, Tyrell really trying to pile it on towards the end of this second round. Tried to pin the arm there, but Geugjes staying active. Ah, nice flurry there from Tyrell as she looks to pass the guard.
Again, give Mellony all the credit in the world. She quickly took back position when Bryony tried to advance. Continuing to stay heavy and work. Mellony trying to throw some shots off the bottom.
Tyrell's really put some time on the clock here. Grinded her way through the second round, Steve.
Absolutely. One more to go. Corner immediately telling her to get her breath under control. Relax.
Well, we're doing 3 5-minute rounds now, so the gas tank becomes a little bit more important. And the pressure's certainly going to be on both these ladies here in the third round. Still anyone's fight, Steve, really. I mean,
absolutely.
We've seen a lot of positional control there from Bryony Tyrell in the second. But yeah, we also saw at the very start of the fight, Mellony started fast and furious, really unloaded on Tyrell up against the cage. Has she got one more of those in her? Could it be enough to finish the fight? Finding out in Mike's gym, you've got to think she's got some finishing power on the feet, so still very much anybody's game here at BC MMA 16.
Referee clears out the corners. We get ready for the third and final round in this one. Women's
seconds
strawweight
out,
title.
round 3. And Bryony certainly not afraid to engage on the feet with the Mike's gym fighter.
Sure, you'd have to think she's trying to use the striking, just get Mellony to engage a little bit so she can change levels, drop down, and get that takedown again.
Well, conventional wisdom says yes, but now we see the Dutch fighter taking the fight to the ground.
Although not as willing to jump into the guard, she is willing to land a couple of stiff shots.
Looking to
Oh,
sprawl.
that's a nice, strong takedown.
Just couldn't get the hips back far enough.
It's a matter of inches, and Bryony had it down there. Corner asking for elbows from Bryony now. Control the wrist, drop the elbow over the top, they're telling her. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, the corner liking the work with the elbows there from Tyrell. Got to watch the up kick here.
Mellony Geugjes, again, she's just not willing to lie down and take a loss here. She's going to keep fighting all the way to the end of this fight. Oh, big shots from the bottom.
And now it's Tyrell. Has to be wary of the triangle.
Good posture, slip their head out.
Geugjes just bicycling away. Trying to stop Tyrell from passing that guard. Tyrell's going to look to perhaps grab an ankle and throw those legs out of the way.
Yeah, she's defending incredibly well on her back from the ground. She's not giving Bryony any opportunity to get into good position. Whenever she does try to get in, straight into the half guard with the closed guard. Very, very good defensive grappling.
Dutch fighters struggled in the international community for a long, long time because they did have such a rich striking background, and there was a period in Dutch MMA where you were getting the sort of striker versus grappler old school fights that they went on for a lot longer than what we would normally see in international MMA. And when the truly mixed fighters came in, the Dutch struggled because the kickboxers had kind of stayed with their own thing and not really taken on the grappling. But what we're seeing more and more these days is truly rounded fighters. And fortunately, a quick pause in the action here, Steve. Up kick to a downed opponent.
And the referee's taking a point. That's going to make a huge difference in this fight, and I gotta suspect that Mellony's now going to come out looking for the KO. Has to. Is the referee going to start him back in the same position?
And my Dutch is a little bit rusty these days, Steve, but the corner just telling their fighter she has to get up now. She has to get back to her feet. Tyrell pounding down.
And,
nice right hand there from Geugjes. Is able to get back to her feet. Let's see what she can do here. Tyrell just trying to lock things up straight away.
Well, it seems to me if you know that on their feet they're as good or you're equal, but you're a little bit better in the grappling exchange, makes sense to go there. But with the exception of those beautiful takedowns, Mellony Geugjes has proved that she's a mixed martial artist.
Absolutely. Oh, that 1 point deduction now, very, very difficult for Mellony to pull anything from this fight.
Certainly from this position. She needs to finish without question.
And again, the corner asking her to stand up, push away.
And Bryony just not letting her work, and despite the fact that perhaps Mellony's being just a bit busier on the bottom as well.
And again, she's back to her feet, and again steaming in with big punches is Geugjes.
And that's what she has to do now. Bryony's fighting this smart now. There's no point dancing on the outside, running the risk of getting caught with that one punch. Keep it in tight, keep it close, grind out this win, and her first pro title. Exchange of knees to the body there from both fighters.
Yeah,
I'm getting tired just watching them now, Brad, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, it's not been the flashiest fight, but it's been a real high work rate in terms of the grappling and the grinding.
Huge work rate from both ladies.
Beautiful sprawl there from Bryony Tyrell. Straight over into the... She got half guard there. Tyrell just smothering her now in the final few seconds.
And this could be that could have been enough for us to have a new champion in Bryony Tyrell. I think the point deduction will make all the difference.
I think regardless, it was Tyrell's fight, Steve.
Yeah.
That point deduction will certainly put a stamp on it. But a very, very happy Bryony Tyrell, who will almost certainly walk away tonight with a hand raised as the owner of the BC MMA title.
Excellent, excellent fight there.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can we give both of these tenacious young ladies a massive round of applause? Hearts of Lions. S's. Okay, all three judges score this bout in favour of, and the new BC MMA Straw Professional Mixed Martial Arts Champion, Bryony Tyrell!
Big Cars, powering British Challenge Mixed Martial Arts throughout 2016. www.bigcars.co.uk. Autoprint, official print partner of British Challenge Mixed Martial Arts. www.autoprint.co.uk. GB Visual, supplier to British Challenge Mixed Martial Arts. www.gbvisual.co.uk.